The hell is this place? A strip club? Doesn't look like they're up and running.
Yes, your assessment is correct.
What gives? Why'd we come here?
I should fill you in. You are not the only one following me, Kasuga-san. However, they would have never revealed themselves while under the Komijo's gaze.
Then you knew we were watching. Is that right, Yansu? Come now. Why isolate yourself like this?
I'm not Yansu. I'm Jungi-han. It's certainly been a while, though, hasn't it?
So the fake wants to become the boss. You think we'd let you get away with that?
Wait, these guys are...
Yes, they're survivors of the Jingon Mafia. They came here after hearing whispers of Jungi-han's name. According to the Komijo, 7 of them have been watching me throughout Ijincho. I had recently learned that they had closed in on my location, which meant that I could take them all down at once.
And that's why you lured them here.
They would have been too much to handle on my own. But fortunately, Kasuga-san, you decided to follow me. Would you be upset if I expected your help in this matter?
Man, why didn't you say so earlier? Why'd you have to tell me last minute?
If I had told you then, your face would have given my plan away. I can't say I had much faith in your crafty side.
The Jingwan Mafia will eventually be rebuilt, but you have no right to be its leader. Don't you dare assume Jungi-han's name, traitor!
I'll show you how it's done. Haha.
Take this! Try this!
Ass picking time! Check this out!
Eyes on you. I'll show you a fight.
Let's get it done! Come on now! Too easy!
Good times. Excellent. Kasuga-san, stay on your guard.
Yeah, sure, we've done enough. You're nuts.
I suppose we'll just wait and...
Yansu Kim isn't capable of that. He's Jungi-han in face only. Second-rate trash. Once the boss was gone, he took off running. He's completely useless. Well, what's your excuse? Why be a double if you can't die like one?
I concede that I failed to serve my purpose as a body double. And I cannot refute being called useless. It is as you say. However, the reason I've chosen to remain Jungi-han, even now, is for all of you. I have no intention of leading the Jingon Mafia.
What?
Gotta say, I'm lost here too.
The day Jungi-han was killed and the organization crumbled, what were each of you doing? And where?
Huh? What are you getting at?
You were most likely without a place to go, surviving with little or no purpose, were you not? We were a people who had finally found their place, thanks to Jungi-han. It was our only place. After the organization was lost, there was nowhere any of us could turn to. The same was true for me as well. It was by luck, and luck alone, that I was saved by Ijincho's Komijo. I wanted to help. I wanted to offer my hand to those of you that had lost everything of the lives they had once known.
Huh.
However, I had no way of finding all of you once you had dispersed and gone into hiding. That being the case, rather than search for you individually, I decided I'd have you come to Ijincho. If rumors of your dead boss wandering the streets surfaced, you wouldn't be able to resist seeing if they were true. And should you have come to reason that said person was your boss's double,
You knew knew you guys wouldn't be able to let that slide, and you'd come out for blood. Sooner or later, you'd all make your way down to Ijincho.
You really did this to help us?
Yes. If you'd been sniffing around down here, then surely you would have heard about the Komijul at some point. Although I imagine the origins of the Komijul never made themselves known to you.
What origins?
The Komijul are Jingon Mafia refugees. Those who were sent to Kamurocho by the mainland and lost.
What?
By the end of the 1980s, the ones who managed to escape found shelter here in Ijincho, Yokohama's gray zone. The Komijul had been ready to help those like you and me. I've remained Jungi-han so that you might take my hand and come home. It's been my aim to see that not a single one of us gets left behind.
So it's true. It really was for all of us.
Son of a bitch, man. Why you always gotta be so cool?
My apologies for causing you so much trouble. Thank you, Kasuga-san.
So, are those guys gonna join up with the Komijul?
Yes. As long as people have a place to call home, they will always have the courage to go out and fight. I'm hoping they'll use the Komijul as footing and eventually stand on their own.
That's gotta be the most sentimental thing a dude dressed like that has ever said, man.
This outfit belongs to the boss I respected. If you're going to make fun of it, I'll be forced to defend his honor.
Wait, huh? Come on, dude, lighten up. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Some jokes cross into slander, and that I cannot abide. If it wasn't coming from you, that is.
Huh?
You know, outside of Song Hui, you are the only person I've ever revealed myself to. There is nothing more to hide at this point.
So, how's it feel? Bet you're pretty relieved, huh?
As much as I'd hate to admit it, you're right. It's nice to take off the mask sometimes. So, would that make us friends at this point, Kasuga-san?
You really asking for confirmation? I didn't think you were the type.
My apologies.
I was wondering if anyone would show up, but didn't expect it to be you. Aren't you busy? Should you really be drinking right now?
I'll drink whenever the hell I want to drink, Zhao. And don't forget, I was a regular at this place before you were.
Oh, is that how you want to play it? Okay, well, if we're doing that, then who's the newcomer in Ijincho, Kasuga? You or me?
Fair point.
Man, this whole schooling you as your senpai thing sure is embarrassing.
Yeah, you win.
Anyway, sit down, yeah?
You know, when we're out drinking like this, it's hard to imagine you ever being the leader of a gang.
Everyone's the same once you strip off the mask they put on for work. Rich, poor, leader, follower, whatever. You never know what people are really like.
Right. You can't judge someone just by looks alone. The important part is what's on the inside.
You catch on fast, Kasuga-kun.
Nah, I'm just stating the obvious, man.
Gotta look at someone's character to see whether they'd be a good leader or not. All jokes aside, There's this whole idea of being next in line just because you're the boss's son. No logic in it, but it's always there.
Yeah, can't choose who your parents are. Still, wasn't there some way you could have given up the throne? Not everybody's cut out to run a gang. Nothing wrong with that. And I'm sure somebody else would have stepped up if you had stepped down. Most important thing in any group is the leader being a good fit.
I don't know if I was a good fit or not, but I was a pretty sharp kid back then. If I put my mind to it, I could excel at pretty much anything. Sports, school, all that shit. And I don't remember losing any fights, either. I was a lot craftier than the other kids.
Sounds like you were pretty talented.
I just didn't give a flying fuck, that's all. Guess that's what happens when you're good at everything.
Real modest, aren't you?
Up until I swapped places with my old man, we were always fighting with our rivals in Chinatown. But after their boss, Lau Ka Long, bit the big one, the Ijin 3 got their stalemate going.
Your rivals from Chinatown. Are you talking about the Snake Flower Triad? They were pretty crazy.
They pulled out of Japan a long time ago. There's not many of them left.
Oh, so you became the leader of the Yokohama Lumong after the Snake Flower Triad was out of the picture.
Just about. Had to have been almost 10 years ago. Honestly, the whole thing was a pain in the ass. Ogi Kubo let me in on the whole counterfeit bills thing right away. Also told me about how the stalemate in Ijincho was rigged from the start.
Man, still can't hardly believe that.
The only people in the Lumong that knew about that were my dad and the old guard. The new boys kept saying they wanted to move in and take over, but it was always up to me to keep them on their leashes. Then it was no ambition this, and a weak-ass bitch that. Sounds like a fun job, eh?
Haven't seen this side of you before, Zhao. You're really starting to open up and let loose. How many have you had?
Well, it's not like I gotta worry about the gang anymore, so I'll get as drunk as I damn well please. Is that a problem?
Hell no, it's not. I was just saying, it's been fun.
Fun, huh? Well, maybe I have shown too much of my hand. If I was still the boss, my bodyguards would have stopped me by now.
Oh, really? I hope I didn't kill your buzz.
Nah, I know you're the kind of guy that just says whatever pops into his head. I'm gonna go sober up.
Yeah, sure. Let's get another drink when you're up for it.
Sounds good. Same goes for you, all right?
Yeah, looking forward to it.